A rivalry ignited, Bulldogs versus Yellow Jackets. This is more than just a game, it's a tradition that has been passed down through generations. The Georgia Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets have faced off countless times, each game adding another chapter to their storied rivalry. The intensity of this matchup is palpable, and the stakes are always high. The air crackled with anticipation. Fans from both sides filled the stadium, their faces painted in team colors, their voices hoarse from chanting and cheering. The energy was electric, and you could feel the excitement building with every passing minute. This was not just a game, it was an event that brought communities together, united in their love for football and their loyalty to their teams. Sanford Stadium was a sea of red and gold. The stands were packed with fans waving flags, holding up signs, and wearing their team's colors with pride. The atmosphere was electric and the noise was deafening. It was a sight to behold, a testament to the passion and dedication of the fans who had come to support their teams. It was the annual showdown, Georgia Bulldogs versus Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. This game was more than just a contest of skill and strategy. It was a battle for pride and honor. The players knew what was at stake, and they were ready to give it their all. The tension was palpable as the teams lined up, each player focused and determined, ready to make their mark on this historic rivalry. This wasn't just another football game, this was a clash of titans, a test of strength, skill, and willpower. The players were not just playing for themselves, they were playing for their schools, their fans, and their legacy. Every play, every tackle, every pass was a chance to prove themselves, to show their opponents and the world what they were made of. This was about bragging rights, this was about history, this was about passion. The rivalry between the Bulldogs and the Yellow Jackets was steeped in tradition, and every game added to the rich tapestry of their shared history. The players and fans alike knew what was at stake, and they were ready to give it their all to come out on top. From the opening kickoff, the energy was electric. The crowd erupted as the ball soared through the air, and the players charged down the field with determination and intensity. Every moment was filled with excitement and anticipation as both teams fought to gain the upper hand. Fans on both sides roared with every play. The cheers and chants echoed through the stadium, creating a wall of sound that spurred the players on. The fans were the heartbeat of the game, their passion and energy driving the players to push themselves to their limits. Every tackle was a statement. The players left everything on the field, their determination and grit evident in every bone-crunching hit. Each tackle was a testament to their commitment and their desire to win, a physical manifestation of the rivalry that burned between these two teams. Every pass was a challenge. The quarterbacks and receivers were locked in a battle of wits and skill, each pass a test of precision and timing. The defenders were relentless, doing everything they could to disrupt the play and gain the upper hand. It was a game of inches and every play counted. This was a rivalry ignited, a battle for state supremacy. The final whistle blew, but the echoes of the game would linger long after. The players had given their all, and the fans had witnessed a spectacle of passion, skill, and determination. This was more than just a game. It was a celebration of everything that makes football great. Clean, old-fashioned hate, a storied history. This phrase encapsulates the deep-seated rivalry between two of the most storied football programs in the South, the University of Georgia Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The rivalry between Georgia and Georgia Tech dates back to 1893. Over the decades, this fierce competition has grown into one of the most anticipated and heated matchups in college football. The early games were played with a raw intensity that set the tone for future encounters. It's a clash of styles and cultures. On one side you have the University of Georgia, known for its traditional Southern values and football prowess. On the other, Georgia Tech, a beacon of technological innovation and urban culture. This contrast adds a unique flavor to their encounters, making each game a battle not just of skill, but of ideologies. Georgia, the state university in Athens, embodies Southern tradition. The Bulldogs fan base is known for their unwavering support and deep-rooted love for the game. The atmosphere in Athens on game day is electric, with fans donning red and black, ready to cheer their team to victory. Georgia Tech, the Technological Institute in Atlanta, represents urban innovation. The Yellow Jackets fans are equally passionate, bringing a different kind of energy to the games. The city of Atlanta, with its bustling urban environment, provides a stark contrast to the more laid-back, traditional setting of Athens. The rivalry's nickname, "clean, old-fashioned hate," perfectly captures its essence. It's a phrase that speaks to the deep-rooted animosity and respect that these two teams have for each other. Despite the fierce competition, there's a mutual respect that underlies every encounter. It's a fierce but respectful competition, steeped in tradition and pride. Both teams understand the significance of this rivalry, not just for themselves, but for their fans and the legacy of their programs. Each game is a testament to their dedication and passion for the sport. Every year, these two teams clash on the gridiron, adding another chapter to this legendary saga. The anticipation builds as the date approaches, with fans from both sides eagerly awaiting the chance to see their team emerge victorious. This annual showdown is more than just a game. It's a celebration of history, tradition, and the enduring spirit of competition. The festivities begin long before the kickoff, with fans tailgating and engaging in pre-game rituals. The air is filled with the smell of barbecue, the sound of marching bands, and the sight of fans proudly displaying their team colors. It's a communal experience that brings people together, united by their love for the game. Over the years, this rivalry has produced countless memorable moments and iconic plays. From last-minute touchdowns to game-winning field goals, each game adds to the rich tapestry of this storied history. These moments are etched in the memories of fans and players alike, serving as a reminder of the passion and intensity that define this rivalry. The post-game celebrations are a sight to behold, with fans and players reveling in their hard-fought victories. For the winning team, it's a moment of triumph and joy, while the losing side reflects on the lessons learned and the promise of future battles. This cycle of competition and camaraderie is what makes the rivalry between Georgia and Georgia Tech truly special. As new generations of players take the field, they carry with them the legacy of this historic rivalry. Young athletes dream of making their mark in this storied contest, knowing that they are part of something much larger than themselves. The rivalry between Georgia and Georgia Tech is not just a game, it's a tradition that continues to inspire and captivate fans year after year. Yellow Jackets strike first, an early lead. The Yellow Jackets came out buzzing. They were determined to spoil the Bulldogs' homecoming. Their offense moved the ball effectively. Their defense was relentless. By halftime, Georgia Tech had built a surprising lead. The Bulldogs seemed out of sync. Their fans, known for their boisterous cheers, were uncharacteristically quiet. The Yellow Jackets were on the verge of a major upset. Dogs bite back. Georgia's second-half surge. After halftime, something changed. The Bulldogs emerged with renewed purpose. Their offense found its rhythm. Their defense tightened up. Slowly but surely, Georgia chipped away at the lead. Key plays by star players ignited the crowd. The momentum had shifted. The Bulldogs were back in the game. Section 5, Overtime Thriller, a back-and-forth battle. The game went into overtime. The tension was palpable. Both teams traded blows like heavyweight fighters. Georgia Tech scored. Georgia answered. Back and forth they went. The lead changed hands multiple times. The crowd was on its feet, their hearts pounding with each snap of the ball. Section 6-8, Overtimes of Glory, a test of endurance. The overtimes continued. It was uncharted territory. 5, 6, 7, overtimes came and went. Neither team could deliver the knockout punch. Players were cramping, their bodies pushed to the limit. Coaches frantically drew up plays. It was a test of endurance, both physical and mental, the likes of which had rarely been seen. Section 7, Victory in the Athens night, Georgia prevails. Finally, in the 8th overtime, Georgia broke through. A touchdown run sent the crowd into a frenzy. The Yellow Jackets had no answer. The Bulldogs had won an instant classic. The final score was almost an afterthought. What mattered was the victory, the resilience, the sheer determination that both teams had displayed. Section 8, Echoes of Go Jackets and woof, woof, woof fan reactions. Georgia fans erupted in jubilation. Their cheers echoed through the Athens night. Georgia Tech fans were heartbroken but proud of their team's effort. The rivalry lived up to its billing. It was a game that would be talked about for years to come. Go Jackets and woof, woof, woof rang out from opposite sides of the stadium, a testament to the passion and intensity of this rivalry. Section 9. A rivalry renewed until next year. As the dust settled and the stadium emptied, one thing was certain. This rivalry was far from over. The echoes of the crowd's roars and the players' grunts still reverberated through the empty seats, a testament to the intensity of the game that had just unfolded. The Georgia Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets had once again faced off in a battle that was as much about pride and tradition as it was about the final score. The scoreboard might have shown the end of the game, but for the fans and players, the rivalry was a living, breathing entity that would continue to thrive. The Georgia Bulldogs and Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets had once again created a memory for the ages. Each play, each tackle, and each touchdown was etched into the annals of their storied rivalry. The players, drenched in sweat and determination, had given their all, leaving nothing on the field. The fans, a sea of red and gold, had cheered until their voices were hoarse, united in their passion for their respective teams. The camaraderie and sportsmanship displayed as players shook hands at the end of the game were a reminder that despite the fierce competition, there was mutual respect and admiration between these two storied programs. They had added another chapter to the saga of clean old-fashioned hate. This rivalry, steeped in history and tradition, had seen countless epic battles over the years. From the legendary games of the past to the nail-biting finishes of recent years, each encounter added to the rich tapestry of this storied rivalry. The banners held high by fans proclaiming their allegiance and their disdain for the opposition were a testament to the deep-rooted passion that this game ignites. The intense moments on the field where every yard gained and every point scored was hard-fought were a reflection of the dedication and commitment of the players and coaches, and they had reminded everyone why college football, especially rivalry games, holds a special place in the hearts of so many. The pageantry and spectacle of college football were on full display, from the vibrant colors of the fans' attire to the spirited performances of the cheerleaders. The tailgate parties, where fans gathered to celebrate and commiserate, were a microcosm of the larger community that college football creates. These games were more than just a contest of athletic prowess. They were a celebration of tradition, community, and the enduring spirit of competition. The memories created on this day would be cherished by fans and players alike, a reminder of why they loved the game. Until next year, the memories of this epic showdown would linger, fueling the fire of this timeless rivalry. The slow-motion highlights of key plays, capturing the raw emotion and intensity of the game, would be replayed in the minds of fans and players alike. The emotional moments shared between players and fans, the tears of joy and heartbreak, were a testament to the deep connection that this game fosters. As the sun set over the stadium, casting a golden glow over the empty seats, it was a poignant reminder that while this chapter had come to an end, the story was far from over. The anticipation for next year's game would build, the rivalry would continue to burn bright, and the memories of this day would serve as a beacon, guiding fans and players back to the field where legends are made.